You wouldn't know it, but there's mountains back there. We're in the middle of a dust storm in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Take the exit, then keep right to merge onto I-40 west toward Gallup. Use the right 2 lanes to...
I know it's hard to make out. I mean, I'm sure you can see the dust, but I don't think you can see how dusty it is. You can see pretty far, well enough to drive, but you probably can't see a mile. And I'm using my dash mount, so I'm not gonna hold the phone while I'm driving, but if you could look around, like, there's mountains in the background, but you can't see any of them just because of the amount of dust. And all that dust is being carried by the wind, obviously, but that's another thing you can't really see in the camera, is the wind is just like blowing hard. Not like a hurricane or a tornado, but just like a really gusty day by the water. There's not even really any trees that are showing how windy it is, but it's crazy to see this. It's a completely different environment from anything that we're really used to in Houston. Just wanted you guys to see this real quick. Yesterday it was totally clear and beautiful. It's still really nice, like the temperature, and the wind would be nice, but everything is dirt. It's not sand, it's dirt. It's not even rocky necessarily. I mean, it is rocky, like maybe you can see some of that wind, some of that dirt blowing across. You'll see something here, but the important thing is the dirt in the sky. It's almost like it's foggy, and it doesn't look so bad right now, maybe because the sun is up in the sky and all the sand is like, all the dirt is low to the ground, so you can see really well. But like to look up toward the mountains, which they wouldn't be in front of us right here necessarily, but you can see them. They're big mountains. They're called the Sandias. You can't see, like you can see it, but you can just make out the outline. It's really like you're in fog, except the fog is orange. And this is Old Town Albuquerque. This is kind of a touristy spot. Not kind of, it's very touristy. This is a little square to the left here. We're just gonna park somewhere here and hang out for a while. And there's a coffee shop on the other side that Luna can go inside of, so we're gonna go make use of that. Because you don't want to be outside when it's dusty like this. Like, it's not good for you. I don't know if I got a good parking spot here. Everybody kind of parked whack. But look, I'm gonna show you the flags. I mean, you know, it's not like badass wind. It will knock over like a cheap table, like a cheap picnic table. It's normal wind for a windy day, but the fact that we're in like such a dry, arid climate, all of it, you can see the grass, how the grass is just, it's not really grass, it's mostly dirt. So all of that dirt just gets blown into the air, and you can't see anything. This is what it looks like in Iraq too, and I'm sure other places, but it's just a unique experience. If you've never been in a dust storm, it's really different, because you see it and you're like, yo, what the heck is going on? It's cool though, but you don't want to breathe it. Say hi. I see you here. Now she's gonna start looking for y'all. That's not cool. But this is all like a touristy stuff, so everything looks like, you know, most of the city doesn't look like this. This is all restaurants, and there's an old historical church right there. But this is cool, guys. I really wish you guys were here to see some of this stuff. This is Albuquerque. She's freaking out about the weather right now.
Oh, gotcha.
So you can see there's enough sunlight to cast a shadow. As you can see, the sun's really blocked out. Man, I got a lot of that dirt in my eye. So we're gonna go into this little, this is the way you gotta do it. Oh, that's in my eye bad. All right, so I'm gonna go in this coffee shop in the corner. We're gonna sit down, and I gotta offload a bunch of videos, because like usual, I've loaded my phone up with so much video and pictures and screenshots and stuff. that now my memory's full. So we're gonna take this bad weather day and make something of it. Excuse us. Everything you're seeing on the horizon there is Albuquerque. All of that dust is being kicked up all day. It's been bad, like too bad, like you can't even really be out in it. I'm getting dirt in my eyes and it's dusty and everything, and you can see the clouds and everything. Yada yada. Just want to show you a dust storm. And oh yeah, look at that. Sandias. How crazy is that? We just came up here to try to see the dust storm from a distance. We're just in the foothills. I think the peak of the tallest mountain in this range here is something like 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet. I don't know. You can drive up to the top of it. You're gonna drive about an hour to the backside of that range, the other side. But look at this, man. How crazy is that? With the sun and the dust, look, it's getting brighter now. Wild. I wanted to show you guys, we got a little bit west of the, or east of the city, right up by the Sandia Mountains. We're in the foothills now. This is about as clear as we've had it all day because we've been in that, all that you see right there is dust. There's your clouds, but everything coming up in this little thing right here, that's all dust just coming up out of the desert. And it's all here too. Check this out. Check this out. Bro. Come on, bro. You're gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me we're not living in a simulation? Come on, dude. Come on, bro. What is that? Luna, what is that? She's tripping too. She knows. She knows what's up. We're just up here for sunset. You can get up there, but it's about an hour drive around the back of the mountain and up to the top. I just wanted y'all to see this, man, because this is trippy. This is tripping me out. Look at that. With sunset and that dust. Program. It's a program. You can see some of the city. You can see the little light reflecting there. That's like some roofs of something. I'm not sure what, because I'm not too familiar. But you can see all the dust getting kicked up. Just crazy, man. Look at that. Look at all that. Clouds on the top, dust on the bottom. Look at this. Look. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Whatever. That's a trip, man. That's a trip. It's beautiful. I wish y'all could see it. Dust there to the west as the sun is setting. It's gonna be really hard to see, but there's precipitation now. Maybe there on the edge. Can you see the snow? It's not even that cold. It's not like snow. It's not cold enough for snow. Oh, this thing does not want to focus. That's snow falling though. That's crazy. These clouds are hitting the mountains now. You got to be able to see the snow a little bit on the camera. Wild. Let's see if it's coming in. Maybe you can see some of it here. Coming in the vehicle. I don't know. It's not really showing up on the camera. It's definitely coming in though. You can see it landing. That's weird. It's actually snow. Yo, I'm tripping. Look. Luna, are you seeing this? I know she's feeling it. She was ready to come back in. And there's snow up in those mountains that you can see. It's very little. It's like just on the ground, on the rocks, you know, not covering the trees or anything. But, sorry, I'm not much for narrating right now because I'm kind of like freaking out. There's a whole lot of sensory stuff going on here, including the door chime. Why does it do that? It could do so many other things. Look at this. Oh man, that is just crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy to think that's just like up here, dude. That's just up here. This park is closing us. We're gonna have to get out. That's wild. The weather, the atmosphere has changed so many times since we've been up here. Man, that is awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of this park. But I'm glad we got to find this place. I mean, we were just trying to find a way, someplace to get out of the dust, but you can see the dust is just covering the whole city. It's windy, getting dirt in our eyes, hard to breathe, not a lot of fun. We were just camped out in a coffee shop most of the day. And Luna was getting bored, so we had to make a move. We tried a couple of places, but everything was covered in the dust. So we're like, all right, we'll just come up here to the foothills and see if we see anything. At least it'll be a spot for sunset, you know, a place to watch sunset. But man, the view from those mountains is wild. The view of the mountains, rather. This is a little day use park, so we got to be busting a move out of here. There goes the last little bit of sunlight peeking through between the horizon, the mountains there. Sorry, this is terrible camera work, but I'm kind of fighting the wind and moving around probably more than I need to be if I'm going to have a steady shot. And just underneath the, I don't know, clouds, dust, probably both. You can see this little, what's going on there, bro? What is that? Clouds, dust? Clouds and dust? That was a pleasant surprise to come up on these mountains this evening. I mean, I knew the mountains were there. You could see the mountains. You couldn't see them all day because of the dust, but we drove up here with the dust in the air and the sun starting to hit it on its western facing slopes and bluffs and everything. It was just really nice, really dynamic. That's it. That's a wrap for the day. Was not expecting anything to really come from the day. Like I said, we've been hanging out in a coffee shop all day, just kind of staying out of the dust because it was not pleasant. In fact, I got some dust in my eye and I was fighting with that. Well, not fighting with it, but dealing with it for an hour or so, maybe longer. Man, what an eventful day. And the temperature dropped. It was warm this morning. It's pretty cold now. So, good night from Albuquerque, New Mexico. The land of enchantment. Good night, Luna. Say bye. She's over it. She's over it.